Assalamualaikum friends, welcome to the Kids Hadith show.
The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ called the Prophet Yusuf, Joseph, the noblest of all the prophets. He was a prophet from a long line of prophets. He was the son of the Prophet Yaqub, Jacob, whose father and grandfather were the Prophet Ishaq, Isaac, and Prophet Ibrahim, Abraham, respectively. Surah 12 of the Quran is named after him. He was born in Canaan near Nablus, some 30 miles north of Jerusalem. He was the second youngest of the 12 sons of the Prophet Yaqub. His mother was Rachel, who had been childless for many years. Rahel had one more son, Benjamin, Yusuf's little brother. The Quran calls the Prophet Yusuf's story the most beautiful story, Ahsan al-Qasas. The Prophet Yusuf's story is beautiful because it is a sign of the working of Allah's plan and purpose in man's checkered history. It is also more detailed than any other story in the Quran. The Prophet Yusuf was righteous, true, frank and gentle, even as a child. His father loved him dearly. His stepbrothers were jealous of him and hated him. One day, the Prophet Yusuf dreamt that 11 stars, the sun and the moon, were prostrating themselves in front of him. His destiny was prefigured in the dream. His father asked him not to inform his brothers about his dream because they might become even more jealous of him. The Prophet Yaqub told him that Allah would teach him to understand dreams. He had also chosen him for greater purpose. Meanwhile, his stepbrothers planned to get rid of him so that they had no rivals for their father's love and favors. One day, they took him to the forest after convincing their father that they would take good care of him. They wanted to kill him, but one of the brothers, Judah, objected to this plan. Instead, he suggested leaving him in a dry well. When they returned home, they told their father that he had been eaten up by a wolf.
It's a lie.
As a proof, they showed him the Prophet Yusuf's shirt, which they had stained with goat's blood.
It's a sheep actually.
The Prophet Yaqub could see that there had been foul play, but was helpless and prayed for Allah's help. Just as the righteous take disasters with humble devotion and belief in Allah's will, so also did the Prophet Yusuf, and Allah's will was to save him. After 3 days, a caravan of Midianite or Arab merchants traveling to Egypt was passing by there and found him in the well. They later sold him to Potiphar for 20 dirhams. Fitfin was an officer with the title of Aziz in the Egyptian court.
Dirhams means?
That's a currency. He brought him up like his own son. According to Allah's plan, the Prophet Yusuf was brought from a small village to the most advanced city of those times, Memphis, to be educated and become wise enough to understand the ways of the world, because he had eventually to rule the country.